Hello, everybody, friends, enemies, lovers, and rivals. Welcome to episode 31 of Pendragon, the year 498, part 4. Super happy to be here. I'm Eric. I'm your master of ceremonies. I'm your game master. I play everyone else. Colin, what's up with you? Who are you playing?
Hi, I'm playing Sir Gareth the Dauntless of Winterborn Gunnet, who is never going to die. It's not going to happen. I'm saying it. Usually I worry. I'm like, oh man, he's going to die. No, he's going to die of old age, if at all. He might just keep going. We'll see.
Gotta believe. If you say it, it has to be true, right?
It's true. If you say it vociferously enough.
Mm-hmm. Jim?
Yeah, I can't believe our characters have made it this long, and at the same time, I long for their eventual funerals, if only so that we can start anew and fresh, and not have to worry every time.
Yeah,
it's true.
It gets harder every time, right?
Yeah, because the longer it goes on, the more attached to them. It's like, oh yeah, I sure don't want Erwin to just get run through with a Saxman Feardman spear or something. But he might. Who knows?
It's like that Terry Pratchett quote where death is like there's a look of relief that comes over every dead person when he meets them. It's the look of someone for whom the worst has finally come to pass. Like,
yeah, right.
The relief of like it literally can't get worse. There's nothing.
It's fine.
Yeah, I can just relax from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, can't wait. I'm glad to be back. Let's jump in.
Awesome. Quote today is a part of a poem by our I was gonna say, not even friend of a channel, just Rudyard Kipling. We never pay anyone Danegeld, no matter how trifling the cost. For the end of that game is oppression and shame, and the nation that plays it is lost. About paying tribute.
Yeah, it's timely.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's true. Like, when's the game end?
Yeah, it's a much longer poem, and does explain more. This is the final lines of it, of the last stanza, but it's very good.
Which poem is that?
The Danegeld.
Oh, okay, that's the name of the poem. Neat.
Yeah, it's about. Are you? Hey, fellow Englander, are you also tired of the Danes? Have you been caught up in their marketing scheme about if you just paid them their gold, the Danes wouldn't be here? And isn't it weird that they still stick around? Well, I have a solution to you.
Solution, yeah.
Stop
paying.
Yeah. Cool. So we had a couple things to do. I know we were wanting to go to Broughton and see what's up with there. But we kind of left at the mark where you were sort of promising Sir Eli of Duplain that we were going to be going over and kind of helping them raid some of the Saxons. And you thought you could count on Sir Erwin. So I imagine that's sort of the scene as your guys are heading out to Broughton where that news has to drop, right?
Yeah. I think we're riding and Gareth is talking out loud, being like, well, I've got 5 knights at my disposal. And with your 2, I think should be merest work to get 3 more.
3, but they're spoken for. We are to ride against Siagrius in retaliation for Sir Julianus's humiliations.
And that has to be this season.
Made a vow to Nesta, and she has shown me loyalty. Do not intend to break that vow.
I think
Nesta's riding behind you.
Yeah, I think I want to roll something to see how, like, Gareth is going to accept it, right? Okay, it's got to happen. But I want to figure out something to roll to see whether it's going to sit poorly with him or it's just going to be like, fuck it, fine. You know?
Don't you have a passion for your friendship or?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for it. Where is it?
Trusting would be another one.
Love Erwin. Yeah, let's roll Love Erwin. Or
yeah.
I think it's like Oh, and I'm sorry. I keep positioning this confederacy before all other concerns, but you are your own man, and you do have promises to keep. So, 5 knights that I must conjure out of the ether.
Yes, it's a. I do not envy you, but I'm sure if anyone can, you can find them.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right. We make our way to Broughton, and Broughton, we haven't been out here in a while. Broughton has kind of moved. It's still roughly where it is, but the town itself has kind of had to be rebuilt around a new well. And so that sort of has changed the way the traffic could flow of it is. But I don't. You probably wouldn't notice. Yeah,
It was on fire the last time we were here, right?
Yeah, that too. The manor was technically safe, so the manor is probably the spot you remember is okay. But the rest of the town was kind of in extreme disarray. The new residents, the new knight of Broughton, is a knight named Sir Larry. And could you all give me a recognize roll? Just a brief, like what you probably know of them.
Know what skill I would put points into next.
Yeah.
Oh, so close.
All right, get it out of the way. Get out of the way.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So she is the center of a pretty salacious scandal involving an affair / like failed wedding between a very wealthy commoner and herself from I'm gonna mix them up again. Silchester, from basically like a cloth merchant out of London. And that was kind of happening last year in the background. And so she's currently raising a child of theirs, but they're not wed, and he like is either missing or dead or so. And so now there's a lot of questioning of whether or not this was like what could have caused this. And I think maybe a fumble. Sounds like you have a very strong opinion about what caused this.
Yeah. I mean, first off, London merchants.
Yeah.
Can't trust them. Here's another one trying to worm their way in.
It's not Pendragon's dad, is it?
I hope it is.
Let's say it is. It would make sense why you're super angry, right? It's Pendragon, right?
Yeah,
Pendragon. Your former squire's
squire, now household knight though.
Yeah. Oh shit! So he's with you. Yeah, is he with you?
Remember he's there to fill out the 5th for the defensive bonus for the Digit Palace.
So that's so good then. So where you're riding and stuff, and my lord. So this is like Pendragon then. He's going like, my lords, are we sure we must stop at Broughton? Like, it's like, I don't want to deal with this shit. Come on, dude. This is gonna suck. He's like,
yeah. Yeah, I think Derwin is not happy about that. It's like, oh yes, that's what that.
And he's gonna play it off like, certainly they're under the domain of Sir Amig. I make sure I got the names right. Amig is your plane, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
I think I said Elad before.
Yeah, you did. Elad is Amig. Fake on.
Elad is Till's head.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Literally the exact opposite side of the map.
Okay. Elad of Till's head. And Amig of Broughton.
Yeah.
Okay. The E comes first in Till's head, and the A comes first in Duplain.
I can just put their portraits on top of the castles, and I won't.
What do you know? I could make their coat of arms too.
Yeah,
I'll do that later.
All right. So other things. Well, you both failed, so you don't know the status of Sir Keith, or now no longer Sir Keith. So
yeah.
Right. Cool. So yeah, you're able to go up to the Manor of Broughton. Sir Larry is here. She's going to welcome you all, and it's just super. You can cut the awkwardness with a knife. But she's she's hospitable. She's doing fairly well, all things considered. Financially. So she's willing to offer you some of the nicer stuff.
Okay.
Or maybe she has ulterior motives of why she's offering you nicer stuff. Maybe something
Sure.
going through your characters' heads.
Yeah,
She's here.
I mean,
Yeah. And yeah, she wants to know your business and whether you're going to be joining us on the Saxon raids later. Tell me, you'll be riding out?
Yes,
Won't be
I
long.
will.
Oh, good.
I have other targets.
The person, she's. 1 second. Let's just roll a d20 to see what her skill is. Perfect.
Coin flip.
Okay, perfect. She is. It doesn't take an intrigue test from you to realize she's like, and you're not really hiding your disdain. And
Yeah,
when you
no.
say it, like, and so she's kind of taking it personally, like, are you gonna raid? Are you threatening me? Like, are you gonna threaten to raid me when I'm gone? It's like immediately her position, her position changes in her chair, right?
Oh,
She immediately is like, gets defensive.
If that's, I mean, if that's an
Yeah.
obvious, don't need an intrigue roll to say it. I will, it's like I ride against Siagrius.
Yeah. Ah.
Yes. Yes, him. And I could think of no worthier other target than the Saxons. In truth, Salisbury suffers under the many swords of Damocles at once. Would that we could focus at one or the other, but our attentions must go multiple directions.
See, I must admit that I envy you two. I feel like my only options are the Saxons.
I think if you envy us, that is only because you don't know us that well.
That's fair. Well, I know you well enough to know that you saved our lands from fucking Silchester, and she like spits. She's not a fan of Silchester.
Well, do you know they think we have special beetles here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ones the size of your head, right?
It seems they get larger every time I talk to someone from Silchester.
They are just a bunch of... Well, it's impolite. That's what she's going to say. In front of Erwin. And...
So, out of character.
Yeah.
We had a specific reason for coming to Broughton. And it was related to the skull thing, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it was related to that. Basically, we wanted to see if we could find
the druid.
Yeah, I don't know if the druid loot is still here. I know that Sir Keith had basically forsworn their oaths of sort of homage to the Earl and had taken up.
Yeah,
right?
I believe. I mean, if you would ask, I imagine maybe this comes up in character, right? If you're talking about it, right? And be like, Lewid has passed away a couple of years ago. She catches herself. Keith is currently overseeing the Grove, and you can tell in her voice that she's kind of upset about it. Not in a political way, but in like the Grove, as in you're referring to someone dead.
Okay.
What do you know, if anything, about
the late Grove?
Right.
About Bra, the bastard.
Right.
Is he still
one of the ones before? No, not that I'm aware of. I haven't. Apparently, he ran off some time ago. It's one of the reasons why I'm here. Presumed dead.
Well, God gathers him to his bosom. He was kin by blood, and I tried to make him kin by act. But in that, I failed.
Well, the failure. She raises her glass.
Failure.
The cruelest teacher. Tell me, what'd you learn from it?
That my riposts were swinging far too wide.
Okay.
Yeah, Gareth is like actually not super into talking about this. I don't think he's ever really revisited this emotionally.
Yeah, she's trying to like. I thought she. Yeah. Oh. Let's see. Does she? How polite is she here? It's not. It's not just gonna be super rude. Okay, no. So then she's gonna be really awkward. She's like, oh, I thought we were trying to not be awkward by airing. Oh.
Think that
cool. You know, taps table.
Yeah. Well, we are not here for casual reasons, so.
Oh, you're not here for the luxuries of the land of Broughton?
Broughton is a fine place. Finer when it isn't covered with snow, as it was the first time.
Yes.
Well,
much better now.
Keith mentioned to me that we should be expecting snows relatively shortly. Apparently winter is going to come early.
And we should speak with them soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're quite eager to.
He would have been around, just bad luck. I think he had something to do down back at the Grove, but normally he comes by.
Yep. I think Gareth's going to like look over to Erwin with the kind of like, do we let them in on the reason for our visit?
I think Erwin's the look that he would return is one of just no, they don't need to know. Yeah,
Gareth is gonna
Well,
Gareth agrees.
Well, she is going to ask, and
sure.
She's like, well, look, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask this, but I've heard a lot of weird stories, and Keith will not tell me the full story. And I know you two were here, and was it really a ghost?
Ghost what?
Something about a king, a Saxon king, or some ancient king.
It's a feud between the Earl and the Druid. Gotten out of hand. And
yeah.
Villagers driven to madness by plague.
It's the last time I listened to my peasantry.
Yeah. No, they don't know what they're talking about.
Well, that's good.
I don't know how good a liar
settled.
Erwin is.
Yeah.
Don't test. Yeah, I don't think you have to test lying here. I feel like you're
because it wasn't a ghost.
Yeah.
As far as
right.
You know, Erwin knows. Now the other things might have happened, but
and I don't know. I mean, for Gareth, it still is fundamentally like not a supernatural event for him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, clearly you're here to meet Keith, so I won't keep you.
Thank you.
She's a little rude. She feels a little hurt.
It's
very performative.
Yeah. Well, God, at this point, it's like, sorry, like we got business to do. We got so much to do.
Yeah, we just keep roping in people.
Okay, have fun. Yeah, you can walk out, or I guess ride out to the Grove if you want.
Yeah,
let's do it.
We're not just gonna dine and dash, but as soon as we can.
Yeah, the place. What a difference a decade makes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The Grove and everything like that it's basically, it's not overgrown, but it's certainly verdant once more. However, the gigantic tree and its own like stump and root systems there, the great oak is long gone. I guess only parts of the stump remain. And you can see Sir Keith is kind of cultivating what appears to be maybe like a sapling of the tree.
Yeah. I was gonna say it doesn't have like a bunch of shoots coming off of it.
Yeah, that's kind of what's going on.
Okay.
Exactly, right. There's a couple of them, and he's dutifully taking care of them, making sure that it's going to be okay come winter.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't really spot you two.
I think taking in the scene, you know, what it looks like, just the general. Does it seem like a place that's desperate, that's sort of hopeless, or is it like in renewal?
It's the opposite. It's in renewal.
Okay.
There's and I feel like I maybe just kind of washed over it, but I feel like there's this nice juxtaposition steps of like this sort of like, journey into darkness that we had that year compared to like retracing these steps this year where it's brighter and things feel more clear. So maybe in your heart you feel tense, right? But
yeah, like maybe it's actually doing well, but because of our last experiences, it has a kind of midsummer quality to it.
yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
Yeah. Last time we were here was the dead of winter. Piles of snow and dead leaves and all that. Here's what, like late summer?
Yeah, it's late summer, so the trees have all turned color, but you're yeah, other than that, everything here's pretty much full green.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I do think Erwin's probably on edge. I think he's assuming, or not assuming, but like expecting something terrible.
Yeah. I imagine Sir Keith is singing a song while gardening.
Oh, okay. All right. Make ourselves known. Call out to Sir Keith.
Yeah. He like turns around, stretches his back because he's been bent over for like hours. Oh, Hale! What are you two? What brings you two out here? It has been a long time.
It has been. It has. We would speak with you if you have the time.
Yeah. I believe I do. Come.
Good. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's
Gareth,
not a dwelling around here, is there?
No, not really. No. Okay. Keith would definitely live in town.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like I forget the word of it, not parochial. What's the name of the building? The priest building?
Parsonage.
Parsonage. It's kind of something like a parsonage equivalent.
Cool.
But I imagine there's some sort of like seating nearby, right? Like a rock, tree stump, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Or just the nice field.
It's a quiet place.
Yeah. Have you come here to reflect? What can I help you with?
I'm here to talk to you about the yellow mark that we saw. And who might hold themselves in allegiance to it or would carry it as their banner. I think Erwin's like stumbling over how to even describe exactly what they're.
Yeah. Also, I would like to point out that Keith has certainly aged in these 10 years.
Okay. Well, that's how time works.
Sure. But like it's worn on them, Like they look older than they're the same age as you, more or less. Actually, a little younger, technically.
I was gonna say, yeah, I thought Keith was a little younger.
A little younger, but looks
still
older.
Big.
But yeah, but they still have that sort of quality to them that as soon as you see their face and they're smiling, like, oh, that's Keith.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a weird question to ask. That's 10 years ago. What's may I ask? What's the trouble? Because that's quite a tale. There's a lot to it. Could I? Yeah.
It's not pleasant. Understand, we make no judgments yet about the use of the mark. It's not unknown for raiding knights to put on the livery of someone else to deflect suspicion. So that may be the case here. But the mark is associated with a massacre. Corpses left to rot.
No.
Slaughter.
Nearby?
In the woods south of Sir Elet's castle. And he'll just give the whole.
Yeah. And she's
tell the whole story.
Yeah, she's thinking about it. She's like jogging her memory through the stories, right, that she's been told, and kind of doing her own lore test, right? And like that, I don't know any history from there. It's very, very strange.
Indeed, it is. Had anyone other than us found it, I don't think they would have known the mark to be something more than
A weird pattern.
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
But
Do you still get dreams?
yes,
And looks to
it
Gareth.
was not long ago that
Yeah.
the three-eyed giant appeared to me.
Yes.
And have you been visited by a small girl?
I know someone who has.
Okay.
No.
So as I feared. Okay.
Please share your fears.
She is a girl by the name of Morgan. I do not know her, but she is very powerful in what she does in her dreams.
She's some fairy then.
No.
Some demon?
No.
Devil, perhaps?
No, she is flesh and bone like you and me. But she has gifts. Or what we
Gifts
would
from
say is
who?
gifts. She's from the same tree that Merlin's from, as far as I can tell. Or
Well, they say he's half
desires.
the devil.
Yeah.
Though, I think they just think of that as the Welsh half.
Now, I don't think Merlin ever took a wife, but I
Not
don't
seen
think
the wiving sword.
No. But she is very interested in what he does.
I misspoke for Erwin. He saw a dark-haired girl laughing and recognized her as the youngest of Queen Igraine's daughters.
Yep, that's Morgan.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll correct myself for Erwin.
Sure. So you have. Okay. Well, this is, the teachings from Lewid didn't really cover anything like this, but this is certainly what's interesting to me. And if I could just find out more about her and know
Does
what we
she
should
have
do.
servants? A little girl could not have done what we saw done in that clearing.
Oh, no. I don't think she did this. No, it's not related to that, I don't think. It's just that I'm trying to allude to that there are forces right now. There's... Now, I'm sure there's some kind of word for it. It's something equivalent to like Samhain, where like the worlds have been kind of blending since the fall of Uther. Things have been bleeding between and she's like gets ready to say some sort of like, I don't want to say technobabble. That's like the wrong word,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
But the mystic babble about it would be right. And she catches herself, or Keith catches herself, and just like it doesn't matter. It's just giving me a lot of work to do, in addition to tending this oak again.
Yes.
The roots of it are much stronger than anyone appeared.
My own dreams returned around then as well. So, regarding the sign and whoever might be employing it, I find it disturbing or curious maybe why we haven't heard of other people, other knights stumbling upon it. Surely there was not this only.
It's because this is the work of fairies and folk, and this is not something concerning for knights.
We can barely get knights to talk amongst themselves of a mutual defense, Owen. Much less the fever dreams that keep us awake at night.
Of course. Is it... Should we be concerned, Keith? Should we set some kind of vigil?
She doesn't cast a spell at you or anything. I don't want to point that way, but she does read you two intently, and and kind of summarizes what you said to her about, or tries to make a summary about your almost like mental health in a way of like talking about your dreams and where you're at right now. Like, how kind of fatigued are you? I guess in other words, like she's trying to test what your sanity level would be, right? Kind of looking at you, and realizing that it's without an intrigue test. She kind of like smiles to herself and realizes it's better that you don't kind of know, and so she will say, "There's not much you can do. You two are both formidable. Now, if you should ever come across something like this again, please let me know. You did right, but these are folks. These are powers that should not be treated with lightly. You know, curses and the like abound from these places. These are very old. Here, come with me." And she's going to take you closer to the tree. And basically, the tree has been grown out of some sort of like old, super shiny stone, like basalt. It is, and you can kind of like see some of the parts within the stump. Like, here, look down, and kind of see this, and say, "This is the Lewid told me of that. This is the resting place of some powerful sorcerer thousands of years ago, dying to seal the gates, and to what, I don't know, once this is covered by the tree again, I think things will be better.
And
that just takes time."
The oak.
Correct.
I think Erwin is just,
and she's just like, "What? You're like, what the fuck? What is she talking about?" Yeah, right.
Right. You know,
very much. Yeah.
So it'll be our children's children will have to endure these until the wound is healed.
Yeah.
I think, man, for Erwin, this might be a weight that he has to sit with for a few minutes, because he was expecting we can ride against those people and bring them to justice kind of moment.
Should
Gareth's in the same boat. I've got an energy of like 19. I don't like not doing things.
Yeah.
When someone says there's nothing you can do, I go, fuck you. I'll do something.
Well, you could, of course, pray and observe your rites as instructed, but no, this is not something. This is not a foe to be fought in battle.
You say so. We didn't come here to not listen to you, so.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you sought my counsel. I'm just afraid that there's not much I can't help you with. I can tell you that following your meeting, I will instruct the other druids for looking for signs of these sort of things, and particularly I'll go up to Angarn and speak to her about those woods.
Is there anything we can do to protect our own lands, so that this does not befall our own?
Make sure your peasant folk obey the rites. Be wary of new ideas.
Well.
Or in the same way, really old ones.
Well, I'm remarkably incurious peasant, so there shouldn't be an issue.
Cut to your farm, and there's like watching the fish.
Yeah. Right.
Look at that one with the tail.
It's at Shoulderton, where they're organizing a mob against Erwin.
Yeah, cut to the Shoulderton conspiracy board about necromancer question mark with you in the middle.
My own Keith, I don't know. My own think I'm the necromancer.
What?
Yeah. Speaking of which, not necromancy, but has Nesta been able to contact a druid to look over the standing stones at Shoulderton, or is that like in the background kind of thing?
Yeah, that would come in the winter.
Okay, all right. I think I'd mention it to Keith then. Just this, a shrine that he's let overgrown.
Good,
he's gonna have restored.
Spoke about what you could do to protect yourselves, and getting that shrine back in order might be the remedy. And Sir Gareth, pray to God.
Every night.
I find it funny. When I was younger, I put no stock into folk tales and stories that I'd heard, or even scripture that I'd been taught. It all seemed so distant. Not anymore. I think Erwin is actually lamenting that he does not have a particularly strong spiritual foundation in either way, and feels adrift in this conflict.
And Sir Keith's going to guide you if you wanted. But Gareth, you want to say something?
I've always considered these things as two worlds. There is the world in which I live, where an enemy may be smote by a sword, may fall to my guile. And then there's another world, over which only the Lord has providence. Those are his problems. I am his servant. If he sees it necessary that I should face them, well, that's what signs are for. But I try not to worry about things which are God's domain alone. And this, you tell me it's not the work of the devil, but it looks like it. It seems like it. And if it is, God shall make my sword righteous or not, as he sees fit.
I don't pretend to know the specifics of what is the devil and what is just his works, but this is pretty close. But what I wanted to say to you, Sir Erwin and Sir Gareth, is that while these times are dark, it is in these trying times that the spiritual reveals themselves the most. And particularly the good. And if you follow the good, you'll never be wrong. You'll never be lost. You'll find that path again, whichever that path is. Everyone must tread their own, and Gareth, I know it, or Erwin, I know it feels like you're probably looking at a crossroads, but and that sometimes you just have to guess or look for signs.
I find the crossroads unbearable at the moment. The fate of my offspring, perhaps my very future, relies with the ties to the church. And yet I find that they have there's no haven for them that they offer.
Out of character. I don't think the Saxons would probably have a concept of weird, but I don't think like Cymric paganism does.
I think it
They're
would.
Celtic.
Yeah.
You think it would?
The base of the Cymric is the Celtic.
Yeah. But I wasn't sure if like the concept of everyone has their own fate is a thing. Okay.
I don't think it's out of line to assume.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well,
but
so
yeah,
then she would add that to the talk of you, right? Because like you have to guess that your path has because that is the path you're meant to go. Right. That when it feels like it's out of your hands, it's because it is.
Yeah.
But there is a path.
There is a path
that is laid out.
And even though it's out of his hands, that doesn't mean he doesn't have a choice to make.
Yeah.
He still can react. He can still do something. So I think for Erwin, the big question here is like through Father Tathan and the just intrigue that has resulted out of their relationship.
Certainly embittered you.
Yeah, but it's also meant like that could be a potentially really useful, to not completely burn that bridge.
Yeah.
But I think Erwin, I don't know. I think I know what Erwin would do.
Yeah. And I think another like encouraging remark Sir Keith might make would be about like, look to your wife. Everyone knows about you two, and while I haven't had a chance of meeting her, everything I've heard is that you two are that sounds special in a way that not many people have. That connection to one another.
It is. I forget sometimes, but it is. Or at least how rare it is. If you ever find the time and you find yourself at Shoulderton, we'd be happy to feast you.
Thank you.
I think Erwin's learned everything he would learn here, and other than some pleasantries.
Yeah. I mean, this game isn't Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
This isn't like Pulp Cthulhu, get a gun and TNT and say Stone's haunted. Sure.
I wasn't expecting that it would.
That's a different game. Right. Right.
Or was like, oh yeah, it's those bandits over there.
Yeah.
they're the ones what
Right.
did this.
and so like so ultimately I want to summarize what she was thinking in case I fumbled through it, is that she's kind of shocked that there's something else happened, but she thinks that it's people were playing with something they shouldn't have, like just peasant folk, and that this is just kind of not a, this is a sort of a one-off thing. But she, she's afraid that if there's any sort of like, if there's another pattern of it, right, then it's a big problem.
Sure.
Right.
Look for it, but there's not much we can do.
She thinks it's still part of the tree, right? This is like something like that is kind of what she was trying to say, is that this is related to this tree. And this is sort of a one-off thing.
And then for
the best thing to do is to wait.
In terms of Morgan,
yeah, you learn that that's Morgan.
So but the girl in the dreams, Morgan, is not connected to this. She was just like, Keith was just sort of asking about it or inquiring.
Well, Keith had dreams about it. Frumpus has dreams about her. Like anyone like who's been like affiliated, like she is basically becoming a in loco magician. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like yeah, like she is sort of like coming into she kind of has free reign right now with powers. And she keeps showing up in people's dreams.
Gotcha. Okay. One last thing.
It's not like she's like causing storms or anything. I don't want you to think like she's like doing anything like that. It's just that she's clearly like mystically potent.
Gotcha. I want to make sure the connection between the two is clear for me, just because it didn't seem like it was
she's
the one that's
she is not causing
this.
it. No, gotcha. She is just bouncing around and is like tangentially.
Yeah, sort of mixed up in it in a different way, but similar way.
Exactly.
Okay. The only other thing that Erwin would ask Keith is about what the giant told him.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about, or does this mean anything to you that Merlin departs to Rome, seeks Virgil's notes, and for all that is best in hiding? Is that?
That sounds like Merlin. she like knows you didn't make that up. No, I mean she would believe you anyways. But yeah, Keith is your guess is as good as mine.
Okay.
Merlin's goal was always the safety of the realm, so there you go. Take comfort that whatever this terrible fate is that Merlin feels comfortable enough to go gallivant around Italy, or whatever they would call Italy, right?
Not Italy.
Not Italy. Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. The placeholder. I guess
Roman lands, maybe.
Roman lands.
Yeah, what it would be called. Yeah. I mean, there was Italia.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't need
to go gallivant around the continent, searching for old records. There you go.
Keith, you've been remarkably helpful, if not satisfying.
Oh, I'm glad. I felt like I was unable to give you a satisfying answer to your questions.
Doesn't sound like there will be one.
No.
If you want to give unsatisfying answers to questions, do you know anything about my bastard brother? Sibling?
Yeah.
Rather.
Yeah, since that night. Out of character. So did no one tell you that he died?
Nope.
Maybe not. I don't remember.
Okay.
It's not in my
notes. Or like disappeared.
Anyone.
Like no one else mentioned anything? Okay.
Yeah. All I had, the only other thing I have after the duel is
fled. He healed.
There were tokens.
Yeah.
They. I think they're
they,
binary.
They,
sorry. My apologies. I think they think they were healed. But that's about it. Keith would, and this is in character then, Keith would remark, after we did what we could to save them. But they, after recovery, they left. I presume they died somewhere. It was the winter, and I don't know where else they would go. Taking off into the Harewood.
Anyone with the winterborn gunnet blood not die easily, so I shall not give up on them, but I shall not wait for them either. Thank you.
Yeah, they are missing. Presumed dead. Kind of like you for a year. Only now this has been like 10 years.
Right. Well, that just means that they're going to show up eventually, and they're like, "What? I was gone for a day."
Yeah, he's gonna show up in King Arthur's court.
Oh God! Oh God!
Oh no! He's
My
like,
great grandkids are gonna have to deal with that shit.
yeah, he's like, what the? Yeah, so you don't have to worry about it yet. Well, then we can move on. If there's anything else to mention or remark on, that's a good question. So yeah, you know that Bros is presumed dead. He's been missing for at least 5 years, if not longer.
Yeah. All right. That's a long time to not be around.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Seems like our mission complete.
Yeah.
We're done here. Can close the quest log on that.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, it's got that big, it's got the gray check mark or whatever till further info needed kind of.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll officially go on record and eat my words. There is a Kingdom of Italy in 498.
498. Okay.
Yeah, it was created in 476. So,
all right.
Why I didn't know that? Clearly, shame on me.
So there was, but wasn't a thing that the Rome was sacked, and that's like the official end.
410.
Right. That's our great grandparents that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that didn't happen in our lifetime.
It limps along for another 50-ish years. And 450s is when Attila shows up.
Okay,
right? And then it limps along for another generation or so till the last
limping along.
Limping along.
Syagrius, yeah.
Oh, shit. Right. I think I was reading about this, the Kingdom of. Now that you're mentioning it, I was reading about the Kingdom of Italy recently in that time, and the leader was kind of a huge dick.
Yeah. He's approved by the eastern half, and that lasts for a while till they reinvade, and then Odoacer. Yeah, I was reading about him. He's a kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then they destroy everything that was ever built in Italy.
Sorry to any Odoacer fans out there.
Any Odoacer stands.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but your fave is shit.
Yeah. Problematic.
Very, very problematic.
Cool. All right. Well,
rating?
If we're done in Broughton,
rating
time.
Got rating for the year.
I've got to gather 5 more. Yeah. On the way out, I'll be like, so, okay, if you want to go rating, no, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, you promised more than you can deliver.
I mean, I'll try and get Frayed and like Newton Tony. I could totally get Newton Tony because I'll just be like, Owen's not going on the raid. What an excellent time for someone to step up from this area.
Are we doing it? Are we doing that? Let's do it.
I mean, I want to try and get 10. Like, I don't want to. Yeah. Even if we abstract it, I would like to try and get up to 10.
Sure. By the way, Newton Tony's Sir Myth, which is perfect. I will.
Yeah, they're the one who they kind of hate Erwin.
Yeah.
I got a good one for Sir Myth.
For Sir Myth, I think Gareth is going to try and do like a Bavarian fire drill here and be like,
what?
Everyone's talking about how excited they are that you're going on this raid with me. They can't wait to see you put into action the already sterling reputation of Newton Tony.
Yeah. What are you buttering me up for?
Great token.
Saxons? No one likes them. You don't like anyone. So I thought it was a great fit. Join us, kill some Saxons, get some gold out of it, get some horses perhaps.
Oh, then who will be here to protect my lands?
What?
Oh. So Sir Erwin's gonna raid me, huh? Okay. While I'm gone?
No. Technically, he will be raiding Sigarius later, but...
Why aren't you going with him? Shouldn't I be following the Lord of the Confederacy or whatever you're calling your...
In point of fact, I've seen Owen fight many times. I'm grown bored with his style of swiping, and I've yet to see you. And well, your reputation speaks for itself, but I do prefer to see it with my own eyes.
Well, I've only heard about most of your fights and how you do seem to perform better when Erwin's not around.
Yeah, it's interesting, that.
Yeah.
So
you haven't sold me on it. She's in the hook. The hook's there, right?
Yeah.
The hook's there,
Yeah.
but what do we expect out of this?
Why
should I go fight for the Lord of Duplain?
Sir Murph, you might not know this, but I have on retainer a bard who writes my family's history, and well,
of course you do.
Of course I do. Now, interestingly, he doesn't. He likes to include those around me and talk them up as much as he talks me up. So, if you're looking to increase your reputation, following someone with a bard, that could be the trick. I mean, if you just use your Twitter once or twice, get you into the algorithm.
But promote your delusions of grandeur.
I see you liking a lot of posts, but unless you're actually engaging in the replies, I mean, it's not going to push you up there.
Oh, she does have an egg account. Yeah, courtesy, I think. You're trying to appeal to their better natures here.
I am. I did not boost courtesy, son of a bitch.
Whoa! Check it.
It's a weird thing I just
Bravo.
did. Right.
Bravo.
Well done. Yeah, you got her.
Yeah, I think I just have the bard be like, and like have him perform something to showcase his chops.
Yeah. I don't remember your bard's name offhand. I have, for the record, I did the count. I'm on line 128 for NPCs. Okay. Sorry.
So that's a lot.
Offhand, I'm not going to remember the bard.
This is part of the reason.
Morgan. It's Morgan.
Just
Yeah.
past him.
They're MB. So Morgan, Morgan, and also Morgan has they have the eye thing that you used to have.
Yeah.
I guess their eyes right now would be like amber brown, as summer.
They sometimes stand on my shed and like sing to the deer.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And it moves.
It's just like that seems like a bard thing. That's the creative types.
And I think we could play off this courtesy test. Unless you want this to be more aggrandizing to you, I think Morgan's song brings a tear to Miff's eyes. And
let's get through that sour armor they're wearing.
Yeah. Okay. And she's that's pretty good. I mean, I've heard better.
Of course.
That's pretty good.
Of course. Well,
I
look forward to fighting by your side.
Yeah.
All right. 6 out of 10.
Let's go rating.
Yeah. Can we just abstract?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we can abstract.
Like maybe a roll for another 4.
Yeah, give me your approach. Give me. Are you trying to appeal to their natures again, or what? Intrigue.
I'm. You know what? I'm willing to promise as much as like, hey, I will. If you don't feel like you didn't make enough on this raid, I will make up the difference. Right? The point is like you're getting paid. You're getting paid either because you get it from the Saxons or you get it from me for the trouble.
So the most important thing to you is that you get 10 nights, not how much it costs.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, because this is not about the money, right? I need to prove the Confederacy has chops to Duplain, to everyone. So like, fuck it. I've got money. This is how I'm going to spend it.
Sure. So to me, that's still, I mean, what would you test if you're trying to persuade people with money?
Test money. Just roll against my money.
Roll against your money. No, I think something tells me you should probably check something selfish, right? Or test selfish. Because you're like, this is like against other people, right?
Yeah.
And being like, hey, want to get rich? You can trust me. I'm a rich person. But I think the fact that you're being, or maybe for you, it's actually test selfless because you're actually selflessly promoting other people's selfishness. You're testing, like, you're generous.
Yeah. Jeez, what would this be? Isn't it sort of tete-a-tete?
Yeah, there's definitely no like thing like
skill.
That. Haggle.
Right.
I would say courtesy with advantage, maybe. Like that's like the
right.
boring way, like +5 to it.
Or is it just? I'm saying like you're
Cunning?
Going like I am the scales of justice here. If you don't feel like you've gotten your due, I will make that right.
That is sort of the selling point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay. I don't think it's measurably different than fuck me.
Okay. I think the most interesting part of failure here is that you do not get the knights that you need.
Yeah.
I think you're too short. Ultimately, like
Okay.
to extract that I think you having to show up with less than you promised.
Yeah,
I think
like
is bring more interesting.
I'll bring all my household knights to so I can at least say we have numbers, but it's very clear we don't have knights. We don't have the vassal knights that Duplain wanted. Yeah. So, all right, it's fine. It's fine. I'm getting a taste for crow. I'm eating that much of it this year.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's important for you to exercise humility. Okay, cool.
Is that a skill? No.
Well, so you're going to be rolling out. So we're going to have to do 2 separate raids here for this time.
Yep.
Erwin, let's just quickly do Siagris's raids. So you're raiding against Marlborough, which is the closest county near you. That's Siagris's territory. It's northeast of up Avon, like north of Ambrosius's Dyke is basically part of it is Rytachan, and the other part is Marlborough. So that's what we're going to be going against. This will be typically this would be an average roll. Yeah. So it's going to be a battle versus battle, but you don't have the knights to do a full like pillage or anything like that. This will just you're going to be checking vengeful, and testing battle. And
we're mostly after horses, or at least that's what Erwin is.
Oh, you're after horses. Okay, you're after horses. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. He's got a 15. All right. So we're gonna do a quick versus test here then. Battle versus battle. I crit. I succeed. So so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna zoom in for a second on this battle, but we're not gonna do like a full battle for you. Instead, we're gonna do the solo adventure style battle. Okay. Where you're going to be rolling 3 different things. We've done this before, like when you are resisting a raid, and we're going to do it kind of like that, okay? So, test Valor, your weapon of your choice, and Horse. And this will determine whether or not you get the goods without getting hurt. It's like Valor. Your damage and losses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Valor. Sword. Horse.
3 successes. Okay, awesome. So, okay. So, I guess some of your lesser, you brought.
I would have brought on the raid. I would have brought Nesta, and then whoever Nesta brings with her, I would have brought Pendragon myself.
Okay. So you brought,
whoever else we needed to fill out. From our just the general.
You had your man at arms as well. I forget her name.
Oh yeah, Gwaidnerth's squire.
Yeah. There too. Well, then stand by, because we're not out of the frying pan yet. Where's your family of stuff, basically?
You really did spend a lot of time on our reader, huh?
I don't want to talk about it. No, I definitely did.
I feel like you should talk to someone about it.
He told us. He said he really
is it
liked that
Melangel?
episode.
No, Melangel is your sister.
Yeah, Melangel is first cousin is Melangel, Kibno, younger brother.
Where are the? I don't know what I did with those tokens now. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, the point here is. So you had Pedrog, Nista. Nista brought someone. You had. Who else did you have? So that's 3.
If we're talking other members of his household, that would have been Hypno, Melangel. This is one of those things where I've never really filled them out the way that Colin's filled out his.
Okay. Well,
I don't think that
roll a d4 for me.
Still around.
Roll a d4 for me. Oh, he wouldn't be up for rating for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't be up either.
Okay. So that's Nista's +1. Okay. Can you roll 5d6 for me?
Yeah.
Like they took a sword wound. Okay, that's less than 16. So they're going to be hurt, and they're not taking any like major wounds from it, but they took a bad wound through the end of it. But you're able to get out. So roll a d6 for me. And this is and add 1 to it.
3.
Okay, a 3. That's not enough to get a charger.
Okay.
So
is it enough to get a courser?
Actually, I have a random horse table, so I will roll on the random horse table.
Yeah, courser would. I mean, one of those two is what he's really hoping for. If not, he can use any horse.
You got a mule.
Mule.
Love it.
With a mule.
Yep.
All right.
Unfortunately, you got very meager. And this is probably part of the battle, right? So you were able to succeed. You got kind of hurt, but you weren't able to get out with too much other than effectively three Librum, or 2 Librum and 1 mule.
I'll take 2 Librum and a mule.
Okay. The mule is technically worth less than a Librum.
Yeah, I figured.
Worth 80 denarii. But in a world where money may not be as valuable as a...
Listen, a mule can plow a field. It can cart a horse. It can drag a cart.
Okay.
It can carry our stuff.
So I think what this kind of looks like, and what you come to realize, is that Siagrius was kind of expecting a retaliation, and I think that's sort of where they got you. It wasn't you did something necessarily wrong. They just did it better.
I mean, yeah, this is what they've been doing for the last 3 years.
Yeah, exactly right. It's sometimes they really be like that when they like critically success over you.
Yes.
Even that's why
could have been a lot worse.
Which is why technically you got 3 successes on this thing, but someone was still going to have to take a penalty.
I figured,
here, right? Okay,
it's all good.
Cool. Awesome. Raid 1 down. Raid 2. Saxons. Okay. So you're going after the Kent Saxons, basically, or like in other words, the Wessex ones, right? The ones over there.
All right, I'm rolling
down yonder. So we're doing battle. You're going to be actually rolling, not your own battle. What's this? I'm sorry, I cannot remember names anymore. Amig, not Amig.
Duplain is Amig. Yeah,
of course it's Amig. Yeah, Amig. You're rolling Amig's battle, and his battle's 17. Jim, do you want to roll the battle for the Saxons?
Sure.
Theirs is 18.
Okay, success for Amig. I just used my battle skill +1.
Okay, so you tied. Oh, got it. Okay, sure. That's no, that should be the same. Okay, wow. Okay, so you tied. So your clash is going to be again. We have to zoom in on it. But rather than doing a simple fight, I think we might have to see if there's a larger battle skirmish. There is. All right, so I'm going to force you to test rather than picking the sword of your choice. You're going to be testing lance, valor, and battle. Personally.
Okay. Personal, start top to bottom. Personal battle, crit fail.
Not great.
Lance, success, is pretty good. And then Valor, I got this one. Success.
Okay.
2 out of 3. But one of them's a crit.
By the way, all these skills that we just sort of extrapolated on, please mark checks to them.
Yep.
Awesome. And okay, let's talk about this fumble though. First, so basically, what's going on right now is that we're playing Mountain Blade Warband right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And you just tried to intercept a Saxon, like basically like their own like kind of hunting party, right? And so this has turned into a literal like warband skirmish. So like a mini battle.
Okay.
So it's good except for this fumble. And when you fail on a fumble, you roll on the fumble table, which is what I need to do. Can you please roll a d6 for me?
3.
A 3. It is a comical failure. It is good. You don't have to roll again.
That is good.
Okay. So this happened to me last night, where you can feel free to change this if you want. But this happened to me last night in Hell Let Loose, where I'm like, okay, we should probably rotate this tank around. There's nowhere getting hit with anti-tank fire. And as soon as I finish saying that sentence, we get hit by anti-tank. So like, I feel like there's like this part where this raid, where like we were about ready to like, like we're not going to find them. And then all of a sudden you guys kind of get surrounded, and that sort of represents the fumble of the battle, right?
Yeah, I'll be like, Saxons won't have any archers with them. And then like the ridge lines, like,
and you're like, oh God, shields up. Yeah, right. And you guys line up for a charge. And ultimately, you're going to get 2 out of 3. Oh, why did I switch off that page? I'm a dummy. Let me give you, so you got 2 out of 3 successes, right?
Yeah.
Cool. That is a skirmish. 2 out of 3. So you're going to be winning a total. This isn't you personally. You're going to be winning 30 gold. You're going to be taking, you can't take your mortal wounds like well over a 6 or anything, right? Or even like a light wound.
Yeah, 16 is a major wound for me.
Okay, you're fine then. And then the skirmish also says you would take 4 checks to your choice. Make them relevant to the battle, so like don't check intrigue and stuff like that.
Checks.
And yeah. But you this is a tough battle.
Okay. I'll do sword.
You gain basically 4 successes to various skills worthy of checks.
Okay. I'll do sword. I'll check awareness. Skills, not traits.
You take D6 hit points and 4 times the number of successes? So would you take 8d6 HP? That doesn't make any sense. That would be if you fail, you took that damage. No, you're fine. Okay, this is right.
Okay. And 4 checks. That's so many checks.
Yeah. Unless I'm reading this chart wrong. Bring us over to the Solo Adventures one. So skirmish. Let me shift ping.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Skirmish. So we're reading number 2, and it says you would win 30 G, which I believe is Libram.
4 asterisks thingy, and then if I go to the key, where's the key?
Success equal. It's a check.
Okay.
So you take D6 HP and 4 checks.
What's the asterisks?
I mean, that's multiplication, right? So each success is worthy of a check. And so you got 2 checks. So like, and 4 times an 8. So maybe you take D6. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's you take D6 HP and 4 times that check.
Yeah.
So you would take, D6 plus 8 damage.
Yeah. Okay. D6 plus 8. And that does give me a chance for a mortal wound. Thankfully.
No, thankfully not.
We're good. There we go. So
that would mean, hold on, but that would mean if you won 3, you would take D6 and 18 points of damage. That doesn't make sense.
I think it does. It's a harder fight. Right?
Well, if you let's look at it reverse though. If you fail, so skirmish with at least 2 successes means you won the skirmish, right? A failure, if you only get one of the 3, then you fail and you take 3 times your weapon damage. So like I guess that's still D6. So you take 3d6 damage or d6 plus HP. So the following one is you win, and you gain 30 gold, and this says d6 HP and 4 times your successes. Success equals check. And for, I don't know. The other ones don't have that, though.
They have made this very succinct and not super friendly to read. I feel like the more I read it, the less I understand it.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So the shield is a
check mark.
Check.
A check.
Right. Success equals a check. So anything I got a success on, I get a check on.
Yes.
So I don't get a check to battle. But
Definitely
I do
not.
Get a check for lance and valor.
God, why is this so confusing today?
Yeah. No, but I stand by what I said, right? If that's a check, right, I win 50 gold, I lose D6 hit points and 4 times the number of checks.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's the checks I didn't make. No, because then it would be...
There would just be 4. Like it's tied to successes. It's
Plus
knowing what all the
D6.
shorthand means. Like that is what the success means. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask people on the Discord about it because I'm actually a little confused. But
no worries.
Let's also roll in the
any
loot.
case.
We got to roll in the loot table.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. You're checking vengeful, right?
Okay.
Yeah. You're rating. So you're gonna roll 1d6.
4.
All right. Plus 1 for your check here. So that gives you 5. A luck roll. Oh God, you skipped right over coarser palfrey luck roll. Luck is its own table, I bet.
Luck is absolutely its own table.
Flirt, joy, affair, dejection, deed, lover, tragedy, love. Luck is bolded, so it's definitely its own table.
Yeah.
Knighthood, chivalry, victory. Come on.
Events.
Oh my God, I couldn't find the luck table. Psychopaths also did this, so I used the one from the Book of Knights and Ladies. Oh yeah, I know what you're referring to. Let's do it. That's where I got the lucky cat that one time. God, Book of Sires, Book of the Estate, Book of Feast, Book of the Warlord. I don't think I have Book of Knights and Ladies right now. I feel it's on my drive-through account. Well, I'm gonna have to make it.
Are we sure it's not good? No, good fortune
got it.
and bad fortune are their own.
I've got it, Knights and Ladies. Yeah. Let me throw it real quick.
Can you find the one that's like Kimrick Luck?
Yeah, let's look for any idea where that might be.
Here. We'd have to do like a generic from this.
Okay, tables and lists, Kimrick Luck. Just a second.
You are now running the game.
Yeah, this is how it always ends up. All right, so it's a D20 roll.
That sounds
D20.
right.
Yeah.
2.
Money. Let's see. It's too far zoomed out for me to read because I'm old. It's 3d6 plus 15 Libra in old Roman coin.
3d6
Hey!
plus 15. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Hot damn.
Yeah. Wow. That's a lot. You're set
That's
for
a
the
lot.
anarchy.
Wow.
Hey, look.
Okay, so clearly they're coming back from like some sort of some raid or some sort of tribute.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in fact, no, this has to be tribute. You struck at like a legitimate like chest of money like that, which like never happens. You know what I mean? But like you did it. Like you did the impossible, where you legitimately raided like a chest of tribute, where instead of just like it being horses or whatever, right?
This is exactly the kind of thing that the Confederacy needs.
And this is like clearly old Roman coins. Is this like was destined for Syagrius, and you just kind of like raided him?
Or from Syagrius.
Yeah,
right,
like through the Saxons, like you just politically disrupted some stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, look, we paid Syagrius. They took from Syagrius, and it's going right back into Salisbury's pockets.
Oh, there we go.
27.
Look, well worth the maze of matrices of reading the solo adventure, for that result.
Look,
nice.
And that's additional. I also got 30. So the 30 though, that was the group got 30.
Yeah, the group gets 30 for the raid, and then in addition, there's this other spoils. So really, I don't know how you're getting away with just personally having the whole thing.
Well, I was going to say,
Fred.
I was going to spread the joy, because like, again, this is all propaganda for the Confederacy.
Yeah.
Confederation.
Right. So for the record, this isn't raiding one manor. Again, this is like with Sir Orwin's troops. This was like a 50 on 50 kind of battle, right? Like you literally hit a caravan. So like an armed caravan ultimately. Like basically they were camping, or I guess is kind of why you got them. Yeah. So do you want to say, I mean, most of this would probably would go to Duplain though. And I feel like you're going to have to talk to Duplain about how much it should be split up for you. I think he's willing to give you, he's probably wants to give you 3, just like you're like,
I was going to lobby for 1 per, 1 Libra per the people I brought, but I'll go, 1 for everyone but me, in fact.
Now,
right? Like,
yeah. Now here's the thing, right? This is the important part, and this is why I want to call it right here. Like as far as like this is the decision to make for you. Elad's very happy, right? I keep saying Amig. God damn it. Sir Amig's very happy about this. Remember he's like laconic and terse and like doesn't really say shit, right? He's like kind of smirking at the like the smile of the Roman coins reflecting in the chest. And this doesn't require an intrigue roll or anything like that from you, but I feel like observationally, if you let him have this money, like you earn his favor in a way, right? Like he thinks he's not going to give you any problems unless something like really messes him up. You basically have a hook on him, like if you want to use Crusader King's terminology here, right? That's
more valuable to me than money.
Yeah, he feels super related to elated to about this, so that like, yeah, man, like you proved yourselves to him, right? Like the fact that you proved yourselves and we're walking away from this fight okay with this in tow. This is a great victory, and the great victory is kind of worth more than the money.
Yeah.
Or if you can be honest, like, fuck you, pay me.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No, I'm taking
also
the
possible.
hook, and I'm going to let him keep all of it. And out of his earshot, I'm going to quietly pay everyone in the Confederation out of pocket.
Saying this is lying to them, saying this is the payment from, of course. Okay, so that's definitely not generous. Is this pride because it's ambition?
There's no ego here. This is I'm trying to keep this Confederation alive.
Right, which is that's kind of pride. Is this idea of this ambition? Like I'm reflecting this is a reflection of you and your dream and you pursuing your dream, which is why like, but like I understand that pride is also like not exactly it, right? It's kind of perpendicular. It's
it might just be deceitful, right? I'm just lying to them. It might be for a good reason, but
yeah, let's do deceitful. Let's just do deceitful.
Sounds right.
Or test intrigue.
There you go.
Yeah.
Deceitful.
Awesome. And definitely check your intrigue if you haven't already, because that's a very savvy move to say, right? So Sir Amig is giving you the money, right? And he's like, okay. Mm-hmm. As promised, here are the spoils. Divided up. 3
No,
to
my
you.
lord. We are but the humble servants, as I have said.
Yeah, sure. Okay, 3 to you. And
Yeah.
and he like
No,
and
my
like
lord.
you don't take it. You refuse my money.
I refuse anything that might make you think we were doing this for the money.
Yeah, you fucking got him good. He doesn't say anything. That's the scene, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. And then
on the right back,
cuts
I'm
to
doing
you getting the money. Yeah.
doing the math, being like, can I afford this? Fuck.
Oh.
Leave it to me
what
to
do you-
turn a 27 Libra boon into losing 7 Libra.
And
Hey, if
But
we've got
you-
Eled and Ameg on our side,
you have Elad and Ahmed on your side.
Yeah.
that's-
Furthermore,
that is- yeah.
Furthermore, like he sees you as a like. So I didn't bring this up in the role play, but you brought. He wouldn't say that you brought fewer knights, but you made. He would say something to that effect, right? Like the knights you brought with you fought as strong as 10, right?
Yeah.
We're not wrong. You brought, and he says it. You're not wrong. You did bring 10 knights today. Here's the payment for 10 knights. Here's your 3 gold, and that's how it started. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Elaine gains 30 stress dealing with your money. Okay, cool.
It's all right. It's all right. We're sitting on 27. I can afford it.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So you're after raiding, you're empty-handed. Now, keep in mind that this was a double tribute year. So your lifestyles going into this winter phase are going to be too below what they are. So unless you're already impoverished, then you're already impoverished. You have to pay out of it. But keep that in mind. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing right now. Doing winter.
Let's do it.
Bust out your calculators.
It's time for taxes.
Man, I just let you do the math. Tell me I have like no Libra, and I'll be like, yeah, sure, that math checks out.
I used to try. I started trying to keep track, and then every time it was like, nope.
Your starting treasury this year, Chalderton is 13. Winterborn
Okay,
Gunnet,
that's what I've got.
your starting treasury is 25.
25. Yep. Should I just subtract 6 for the payout?
Don't do it yet. We'll deal with that
We'll
later.
lump it in.
Yeah, we lump it into the rest of the payments and things, all the expenses later, okay? First thing we do is experience rolls. I love it. I love everyone watching the game. Everyone watching the game is like, fuck yeah, spreadsheets.
All right. Let's start with traits. Here we go.
And we talk about the year and how it went too, right?
Crit fail. I definitely get more vengeful. Generous. Matching.
No, you have to exceed it.
Got it. So I don't become more generous.
This winter, 2 broke nights.
I do become more honest.
Yeah, Erwin coming back on his mule.
Yep.
That's right. I earned that mule.
Hell yeah, you did.
Nice. That windmill had it coming though.
I called it Julianus.
Fuck him.
Oh man.
That fucking guy.
Captured Julianus.
Yeah, I captured him, Gareth.
The resemblance is uncanny. Though I can tell that this isn't truly Julianus. Looks too alert and witty.
Certainly.
That's our thing, isn't it? Like just with the King Ale the pig, and now Julianus the mule.
Chadman, throw back to the Swine King. Yeah.
Swine King.
Nice.
All right.
I gotta say, I appreciate you all's like zaniness and the ability to just go from like abstract die roll test to like immediately like in character this particular moment off a joke. It's very good. Our ability to just zoom in and out is just
yeah.
Like without skipping a beat is super awesome.
It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite parts of the game.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I'm loving it. I'm seeing so many people new in chat. That's great. Yeah, I had like 19 billion checks, and I think I only got 2 infuses out of it.
Oh wow.
You got recognized, which you burned the 20 on. You just had to roll better than a 3.
Yeah. Yep.
Love to see
My
it.
honesty, I think it was honesty, vengeful,
Valor didn't even
and
go up.
recognize. Oh, and Chris. Okay, I got a little bit more. I'm just being salty because none of my combat skills went up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, vengeful, but did go up though.
Vengeful and
Yeah.
honest. Honest, obviously. Like, this has been a remarkably honest year for me. It was like
Mhm.
a lot of just being like, yeah, I'm ambitious. Yes, people don't particularly like me. No, I will not be running the Confederation. And I love that it's totally supposed to be an unofficial thing, but every single NPC is like, "Fuck you. We know how this works."
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know as soon as you make a power object, it will self-sustain.
Mhm.
They know. Worldly trust. Oh, look at this.
Valorous doesn't go like energetic again. That apiary's doing nothing for me.
Oh, I could have gotten a wonderful cat
Yep.
instead of all this money.
So my vengeance, worldly, and trusting went all in up. Let's see. Awareness stays the
Well,
same.
The Kimrick luck table is bananas.
Really good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Flirting stays the same.
Oh, ancient bronze sword. Imagine if I'd rolled that and like found Erwin's
This-
family sword that got lost.
This is the table where they came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You technically roll on this as like a starting family heirloom type thing. But so the fact that you got to roll on that is pretty awesome.
Mhm. Oh, is it the same? Then that would be in the core rulebook too, wouldn't it?
It's a Kimrick luck table.
Or is it?
now.
It's a special one.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm smooth brain.
All right. So I got horseman went up, and then those trusting, worldly, and vengeful all went up as well.
That sounds accurate to your year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. Nice for
Yeah.
the horsemanship though. It raises it to 17 now.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Extra bit of glory.
Yeah.
Aging though. You're-
Aging
35 this year.
Yeah.
is now
Right.
35. So we begin rolling because we are now 35.
2d6.
8. Nothing.
Nothing. Here goes nothing.
8
Eight.
nothing.
Wait.
Aging.
Maintain our youthful vigor.
Yeah.
Well done. Good work, everybody. We do household member survival. Well, I do most of it except for the ones that you all are responsible for.
Mm-hmm.
You all roll for everyone. Oh, I don't think Acewin and Glessic have to be rolled anymore. They should definitely be in a. They're in a
that's true.
page/steward program.
Oh, Lady Elaine.
No, it's a 1, right? It's only on a 1 is bad.
Women 15 through 40. I have to roll again.
Oh God. Why, Colin?
Oh no. Oh my God, she died.
Ooh.
Colin, what the fuck?
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
man.
no.
Oh shit.
What the fuck, Colin?
No.
Roll. Are you kidding me? Roll d6 for me, please. Cause of death, female.
Oh no.
We have to learn how she died.
Yeah.
6.
Violence.
Oh no.
Roll a d20 for violent cause of death, female.
8.
8. Pregnancy difficulties. That doesn't work.
No.
Roll another one.
Yeah. We're not trying 4.
4. Murdered by another man. Well, I don't know what I had planned for fucking my next year, but
shit.
now. Oh God. Well, guess what I'm prepping.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh no.
Yo, we were like so happy and ready to go, and now, okay,
it's
so your wife died,
uh,
so you return home, and everyone is like super sad. Oh my god! And
yeah. I'm like riding in, be like, Elaine, we need to talk about finances. I may have promised quite a bit of nest egg to pay for the Knights of the Confederation. Where's my wife?
My lord, I don't know what to.
I don't have all day. Where is she?
She passed away, my lord. She and she just starts crying.
Gareth is just.
She's gone. She was fine, and then she was killed. Yeah. I don't have a description of the killer.
Yeah, no worries. We'll just exit on a Kubrick stare from Gareth.
Yeah.
Just 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, this had to have happened. Like, it's not like the moment like you come there and you can chase this dude down. Like, this happened while you were gone.
Yeah, no, this happened while I was away.
Like, you were riding around, talking to all these people, doing all these things. Yeah, so we're gonna have to. Oh god, dude, I'm gonna have to focus a lot on this. This in a good way. I'm not like being stressed or upset about it. I'm stressed right now about it, but like,
god damn it. I was like, Gareth's gonna live forever, and the fates were like, yeah, we didn't say anything about Elaine, huh? Sir Gareth, that's the Dauntless. This is heavy. It feels like there's a hot stone rolling around in my stomach right now.
Yeah,
this is
some shit.
Yeah, with one fucking roll,
the whole year
it just veers. It's like just skipping face first off a rock.
I love it. What a game.
Man, what a fucking game. I'm going to finish the rest of my survival rolls. Who knows what's.
But I feel dead inside.
Yeah. Right? 4, I think.
Oh, cause of death tables are from Book of the Estate, I believe. I don't know why they're in Book of the Estate. I really hope 6th edition like reorganizes everything, please.
Sir Moriad might be dead too.
Are you kidding?
We never established how old he is. I only have in my notes he's very, very old. If he is 65 or older, he's dead.
Stand by. Moriad. Sir Freydor Morris. I had to go by him. Morris.
Oh god, if he died, maybe he died defending Elaine. Right? I would have left him behind for the raids. I don't need someone with a sword skill of 5.
What's his name?
Moriad.
Oh, you're talking about your knight.
Yeah, the one from Maris.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm like searching the beginning of this document for this guy.
No worries. Moried is how I have it spelled. I have very, very old in my notes.
Yeah.
His son, I have a birthday of 481.
Yeah, it's Moriad with 2 R's. That's why I missed it. His age. Scroll over. Yeah, he's 65.
Oof. He's dead. I think he died defending Elaine. He's got a sword skill of 5, right? He could do it, but he's not good at fighting.
Yeah, God. Do we want to roll for the cause of death, or are we cool with him dying, protecting her?
I kind of like him dying protecting her. I've always liked Moria. That's a good way to go out.
Yeah, I think that's a good way for him to go out.
Cool. Now I wonder his son is. Wow. Yeah. He didn't kill himself because he failed. He died fighting. He
has a sword skill of 5.
Yeah.
Still gonna try to defend her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Man.
Oh my god.
That's
my god. Is it like, hold on a second. Is it like you've like, did fucking Hugh like they they wanted me to give you this, and it's like your coin. Like, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go with this shit. Yeah, I feel like I gotta go with this. I gotta go in it. I gotta go with it.
God,
My gut's telling me to do that, and I feel like that's the right move. But he would send a killer, right? Like that seems like the move. Yeah, it's like yay spreadsheets, and then they're like, no, sadness. Spreadsheets and sadness is the name of this game.
Oh my
god. We roll on charts and we break hearts.
This is hard. This is hard.
Yeah.
My heart hurts right now. There's in their bedroom, there's an unfinished game of chess.
Yeah.
And Gareth is going to keep that game state as it was for the rest of his life.
Well, and then last time we played, there was that moment where Garrett's seat is we're hosting him in Cholderton, and that he has to leave the house because it's just too much domestic bliss. That's what I'm thinking of. Just like the last time that last week when we played.
I went off into the shed to do work.
Yeah,
because I was like, I don't have that.
You just can't stand Erwin loafing around his house with his wife that he loves.
And to be honest, I don't think Garrett's going to remarry after this. It's going to take a lot to remarry. This is fuck. Let's sit with this a little bit.
I know.
We have to finish the rest of the winter phase. We back to the math.
let's just escape and experience rolls and shit. Let's go into manorial economics as an escape.
Right. Okay.
Oh my god. I know. We're all here just freaking out.
I'm almost scared to roll my 2 survival rolls. But whenever you guys are ready.
I'm ready to see.
Go for it.
All right.
Processing.
Okay. Lady Grade. Morgan doesn't need to. She is in. She's a tutor to Sarum.
Yeah.
Next year, Helid will, but so this is her last year rolling. Do for child safe, and then Rogdgar is blessed and needs no survival rolls. Now, those are the only ones I've been rolling for. Is his immediate family.
Sorry, I'm.
No, it's okay.
I just marked Lady Elaine dead in my spreadsheet, and it's just fucking. I don't know. Seeing the name turn gray is just like fucking brutal.
Yeah, I've got to go to my Google drawing sheet. Lady Elaine of Exeter, born 464.
Dude. That hit. Wow. It's like now it's hitting. Like it took a minute. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to break it to your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. All right. We ready to do economic circumstances?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Winterborn Gunnet. You had no result for calamities. Did we resolve bandits in the summer?
I have a note that says we weren't rated.
You weren't rated.
Oh.
He needs the explanation for what happened.
No, have.
But we already have the coin. Yeah.
No. I feel like we did. No, because you had Winterborn Gunnet was bandits and Cholderton was rated. I feel like we had to already have done it. I feel like we started a session doing it one time. That's right. Okay. Good lord, I never rolled the misfortune for this year. Really? Okay, another hard year.
You don't say.
The expected value should be like what? Nah, it's a little bit above the of expected value. Okay.
Yeah, expected value is 16, 17. For the dice roll, I mean. I'm an idiot. I don't know. Don't let me do math. I'm bad. Don't ever let me do math.
Campaign notes. Checking. You did through sort of Elad's estates. You did the hunting. Did we do in? God, just 497. Oh, Sir Anwar. No. Okay.
Sir Anwar's dead.
Well, apparently I lost in my notes that you were supposed to be rated. Whatever. That's on me. Get a pass. So no conflict this year. You had enough conflict anyways. All right. I think we're getting ready to do justice events. Because then we have to measure our peasants thing, which is so justice events. Erwin, you have more glory, right?
Yeah.
Cool. More glory means you were rolling your justice event first. Poor widow, poor formal, a brawl, a necromancer!
Necromancer again.
One of your peasants made the mistake of defending you.
Yeah, that's that farmer. Well, because the last one was a widow.
It's the same widow.
The last one involved is the same.
There's this widow that's convinced that you're literally like Strahd.
Right.
Oh, I seen the way he looks at the crops. That was wither under his eyes. They do.
In the poor farmers.
I knew it was Milord riding that black horse with lighting our crops on fire 10 years ago.
And so it was like, ain't his horse chestnut?
No, it's not. I think it's chestnut. It's
black as coal it was.
Fucking peasants.
Yeah, so your peasants think you're not. How do you want to roll on this? Poor farmer's mom passed away, and the widow's convinced it's a necromancer, and they got in a fight, and this poor farmer's being like, "There's no way he's a necromancer. Chill out. You're gonna get us killed." And yeah,
and given the year and given this whole necromancer thing, he really just wants to get rid of this widow. But that seems cruel. I don't know. Let's see what fate decides.
Right.
I think Erwin might be over trying
test
to do
justice,
anything right by.
You fail. Yeah, test just, and if you fail, then check arbitrary for next year.
Where's he
Oh God, you can't help it.
Can't help it.
Can't help it.
Is that a check for just then?
Yeah, check justice. And then you will also be, your hatred would go down by 1.
Okay, so that puts it back at 0.
And then test your love of commoners.
Okay.
Nice.
A success means you reduce it, I believe, by 5. Peasants in their care.
I love this idea that
success is -5 to fate. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the widow was in the wrong here, and Erwin's I have to do the just thing and uphold the law here. You were in the wrong.
Yeah.
And they're like,
oh, a necromancer would never rule against me like that. He tried lie, he would. He'd rule against me. Obviously, he's no necromancer.
For sure. Whatever.
Yeah, you have nipped the necromancer story in the bud for now.
Except
for the widow. The widow thinks that you're just deep cover necromancer.
Yeah.
No, don't you see there's more?
There's going to be druids
more proof
around. And, yeah.
He's such a necromancer. He changed the color of his horse when he heard me today, and it was black. Anyone who can change the color of their horse is a necromancer.
He went back to Broughton getting more skulls. Yeah, he did. That's what he did. Cool. So you're rolling.
I might have sent Father Carradine after this widow.
Let's finish the stewardship for you, and then we'll do Childerton, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Testing 8. I succeed with an 8. This is the comparison, and this gives you the lifestyle result by the end of it.
Oh.
Oh.
Failed by 1.
You hate to see it.
Yeah. It's all right.
So that means you're going to be poor, reduced down
Better.
to impoverished.
Okay. Buy our way. We've got some money.
You have to buy your way out from impoverished.
Yes.
So you're a poor lifestyle result. Impoverished. Your expenses will be 8. I believe. I don't have it written down here for some reason. I have to fix this so I can understand what's saying. Oh, maybe it's over here. Lifestyle expenses goes to normal.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're gonna live normal.
And a year where we're trying to put together a political alliance. Got to maintain.
Oh, I'm supposed to subtract. I think I'm supposed to subtract the difference. No. Okay, so it's 4. It costs 4 to do it, not 8.
Cool.
Final cost of lifestyle 4. Cool. Let's go back to Winterborn kind of and do your stewardship now. So we do your justice event, Colin.
Yep.
2 peddlers arguing over petty something about stealing the heart of a cousin.
Yep. Let's try and be just here. Okay.
Okay.
Gareth I think is becoming stony face for the rest of the year, right? Like he dispenses justice, like, and that's it. Like there's no ceremony here, no peacocking for the benefit of his peasants.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, and I think they kind of just defer to you, right? So, I believe now you subtract your hate from your love, and then you test the result from that.
What? Oh, I roll concern.
You find the current modified passion level, which is subtracting the hate of landlord over your concern for your commoners.
So I have my concern is 6. I have a hatred of 0 and a love of 3. So that'd be 9.
You have a love of commoners?
Love of landlord. My peasants love me.
Oh, okay. That probably just gets added then. So you probably have to test under 9.
Okay, yeah. So 3 there. Plus.
Nice. Good for you then. You're also getting a -5.
Oh, it auto adds in the love on the character sheet. Your concern of commoners adds in the love. So you still
got 8
I
less
still
than
succeeded,
9.
but it would have, yeah.
Nice.
So
gentle.
If your hate's at 0, and then you would have a reduction in it. If it reduces it below 0, then it adds to love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I failed. This is your stewardship, Colin.
Yep, which I pay someone for, so success.
Okay. So you succeeded over me, so I believe that is actually I think you live richly. You succeeded against and they failed. So that's a good, so that would be rich. Yes. So you are rich. You live rich this year. Your lifestyle expenses will also go down by 1. No, actually next year they will.
God, right? It's a rich year, and Gareth there's just no way he's going to enjoy it. There's absolutely no way he enjoys this year, no matter how good it is.
Yeah,
because rich is going to go down. I'm losing 2
so
lifestyle
this one has
levels.
The VLOOKUPs in it. Okay. No, your lifestyle cost is 0.
Even with tribute? Or we haven't gotten there yet.
Oh shit, you're right. I'm sorry. I forgot. No, you're absolutely right. Tribute knocks it down from rich to poor, right?
Yeah.
And that's 2. So where do you want to end up now? Normal would cost you 2.
Yeah, normal is fine.
All right, then final lifestyle cost 2, cost 2, so it's 2. Now we do improvement expenses. So these are all the things we have operating in your manor that cost money. Last year was 3. You didn't build anything, so it should be 3. Right?
Correct. Yeah.
Chalderton, your expenses last year were 3, so it should be 3.
Yeah. Well, I built something, but
What
was.
What did you build last year?
I was building a wire.
Oh yeah, you were building a weir. For that
Yeah.
extra income.
Yeah,
roll a
only,
d20. You have to roll a d20 to see if it succeeds at this point.
Yeah. Although I have the expense of it as a half Libra.
And man,
19. I don't know if that's let's see.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's not. I know. This has happened before.
No, on a 1 to 19, no. On a yes, the money is lost, so you're okay.
Okay.
You're actually okay. And the fact that I botched the raid, that would have also paused it, but you're okay. So you gain that 1 income back. So that -1 of miscellaneous income is gone.
Cool.
All right. Now we do improvement income. So your APRE rolls your D2, and then give me all the things that give you money.
So that is.
So, yeah. So this wear improvement basically doesn't give you improvement income. It got rid of that random miscellaneous income.
Right. Yeah.
So that's
stolen field.
Right. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna make a note. Okay, 6 for you. I'm just gonna make a note here saying that the way this accounting is going to work is that weir is done, but it just got rid of the -1.
Mm-hmm.
Where's comment? There it is.
I think weir is like YWYR.
I'm just gonna put every vowel.
Oh, WEIR. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So Colin, you got 6?
Yep. My APRE is making money.
Improvement income for Jim? For Erwin?
For income is 4 this year.
4. Other manorial incomes. Since you rolled well, they will all produce their own. Colin, so you would gain 3, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Jim, you will not. Oh wait, no, you'll get 1 from Nista for sure.
Yeah, you get
so
that
1. Miscellaneous income. This is where we report our earnings for the year.
How much of that 2 Libra would Erwin be obligated to give to Nesta?
I think it's courtesy is to give. You got 3, I believe, right?
A mule and 2.
Oh, you got a mule and 2, right? It's typically you would give 1.
Let's do that. I'll do that. Okay. So I'll take it. So I have 1 for myself plus the mule.
Yeah.
Julianus.
And then any random expenses.
I don't think he spent anything.
Question. So I didn't get anything from the 27 extra from the raid. Did I get anything from the raid itself?
Yeah, you should have gotten what you rolled the D6 plus, which I think was a 3. Okay. Colin, you rolled a D6 at some point.
Yeah.
Back.
I can look it up.
You rolled rolled a 1. No, then you rolled a 4 and a D20.
It would have been a 3 is the result.
Okay, so you would get 3 Libra.
Okay.
That's your own.
Got it. Okay. I'll add that in now.
Yeah.
It's not part of the.
Okay. That means Chalderton, your final yearly treasury is 15. Not too bad.
Too bad at all.
Winterborn. Miscellaneous income for you was 3.
I don't think I have any miss.
But
It's
your
the 3 from that set,
miscellaneous expenses were you spent 3 giving to your friends.
Yes. Technically, I spent 6 because I also paid Myth and the unnamed NPC, right?
Right.
We
So
had 5. There were 8 total, and I take mine out, so I paid 7.
oh man, I make my
Yeah.
expenses. Okay. God.
Yeah, it's 7.
All right. Let me ask you a question. What's better? What's easier to use? If something's expenses where you're deducting things, do you want it written positive or negative? Like, do you want it to say like I spent minus $6 or I spent $6 like positive and it just subtracts? What makes more sense? Intuitive sense. What makes more intuitive sense to you?
No number makes intuitive sense to
Okay.
me. The zero amount of numbers.
I like it. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. It's all subjective. Okay, that means Colin, you're ending the year with 29. So you ended up making 4 this year.
Nice. Okay. Somehow.
Erwin, you're ending the year with 15.
Mhm.
It's the rates that kind of keep you up, I think.
Yeah.
Which is how it should be. Did you roll steward industry?
Yes, against the year.
Yeah, your steward's industry, not stewardship. This is
No.
this is them being busy.
Normally I would roll Elaine's, but she's dead.
Well, you would still roll Elaine's because this is in the process of throughout the year.
For the whole year? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll roll that then. Elaine, Video Lane, Industry, boom. Success.
She got you an extra $1.
Yeah, I think that breaks him. Like he finds a little
Something
note.
she's getting ready to sell.
Yeah, a little note. Be sure to send these off to market at this time to get a good return.
Can you? Or do you actually end up keeping the $1? Like you don't, you just keep the goods. Like
That's a good question. I'd keep the goods.
Yeah.
No. I'd follow her advice.
I know, that's why it's such a good question. Yeah. It's
the note. Okay. The note is going under my pillow for the next decade.
Right. It's one of the last things she wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That means that you ended the year with 30. And Jim with 15. God. Yep. Oh, someone just mentioned, it's like, well, just checked in before going to bed because it's 2 a.m. here, and I just found out Elaine's dead. Man. So sorry dude. Welcome to Winterface.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. I know. Wow. Holy hell. I know. I just need to recompose. Okay. We're not done yet. We finished our stewardship then. We still have our training and practice and calculating glory. Whew.
Stable rolls.
Oh, stable rolls. Yep, I always forget them. Most important part too.
Very important part.
All right. Our brief economic break is over. Back to the suffering wheel.
This is the worst one.
It says, so Leggett is now at a -6. Oh no, -5 for the year.
Jupiter's fine.
It's only on a 1.
Leggett is fine and advances to a -6 for his age. Cuthbert doesn't need to roll because of his age yet. He's still got another year. And those are the only 2 horses I own. So
the donkey doesn't need to be rolled for.
No.
Imagine a donkey and it dies. Oh.
Mule. It's better than a donkey.
That's true.
It's true. No matter its name.
Right. All of mine, actually. So I have a Rouncy and a Palfrey that are now going on 12 years. Wow. Still kicking it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They're the same age as Leggett.
Yeah. Would trade either of them for my tourney courser.
Right. I have to talk to you all probably privately, I think. Or maybe just like kind of now would be like, so I imagine then we're gonna have like a funeral in the winter as like part of the game. Right. Are you cool with doing that? Like content wise? or no?
Yeah, I'm wondering whether we sort of need to have an in character one or not.
I was gonna use it as an excuse for like friends to visit and stuff as well,
Okay.
on like other
Have a
characters,
funeral
because
feast.
yeah, kind of like yeah, basically
Yeah.
like a wake. Elaine knew a lot of people in Sarm, right? And
well connected. Yeah.
she was extremely, she was well connected. She has a lot of glory herself. Like it's possible. But I mean, we didn't do a funeral for the Earl, so like maybe not. I'm fine if we don't have to.
But that was.
But also, Earl's not like a super important character to our story.
I could shell out for a funeral, like a funeral feast next year. You know,
if you,
and I would be the host. Right.
Yeah. You could spend up to 10 Librum for like 100 glory.
Yeah. Kind of want to do that.
Yeah, I'm doing actual like a proper feast.
Libra. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll do that. She liked the finer things in life. I think that's a good way to.
Yeah.
What better way to honor her memory than spending a lot of money and gossiping and intriguing? Like.
Yeah, we honor. Yeah. And I think her friends in Sarm would be like, if you want to use, like, I'm sure they could use the castle, like, and we just do a proper feast in Sarm over it.
That sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it too. Okay. Training and practice. Right now that we've done family roles, which we're not having. Right.
Yeah. No, we were running around too much, I think.
Yeah. Okay. We finished our stable roles. We're not doing any family roles to do. We're on training and practice.
Yeah.
I'm putting all 5 points into stewardship. Gareth is going to teach himself all the things that Elaine was doing for him.
Aww. Okay.
I think I'm going to put mine into courtesy, given what I think I'm definitely doing a skill. I could do one on intrigue that bumps it up to 15, and then the other 4 into courtesy, which would give him a 12. Because I feel like I roll that and recognize a lot.
Yeah, I've been kind of using that more often this year.
But courtesy is more of the just how to act properly amongst your peers and social betters. Yeah.
And I realized as a GM, I kind of was using hospitality in lieu of courtesy in that respect sometimes, but whatever. You're right.
Yeah, because like hospitality is like our own hospitality. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was kind of using courtesy is the hospitality is like a saving throw, and and sorry, the other way around. Courtesy is the saving throw where you're reacting and trying to do it, while hospitality is being proactive at providing to people.
Gotcha. Let me make sure. I'm like 90% sure it's going to be courtesy, but I'm not looking.
Yeah.
Across 5,000 glory for the year.
Nice.
So I'm going to add to strength.
Yeah. Something to keep in mind is that spending those points into attributes as a buffer for the years to come isn't unheard of.
I'm doing strength.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, definitely
courtesy. How much do horses cost? I feel like I need to start buying horses or something.
They're expensive.
They're very expensive.
Fucking expensive.
I keep hoping to get them on raids, but I keep getting money.
No, but we've got like, we're gonna start outfitting our sons in armor and horse at some point soon, and that's a lot.
I think it costs. It's something like 4. It's like it costs 4 just to do.
Got a couple years on that. I'll know it's my turn when you have to do it, because your kids are 1 year older than mine.
1 year older.
This apiary paid for your sword.
Yeah. Yep. Just covered in honey. Covered in the fruits of the bees.
Bees and blood.
Yeah.
All right. Glory calculations as well.
50-10. 50-10 glory.
That means you crossed 1,000 threshold, and you said you're adding it to strength, right?
Yeah. Was there any glory for raids? Those don't give you glory, do they?
No, they should have given you glory. That's on me. I think 25 glory is a worthy response.
Yeah.
I think you should get 50 glory, Colin, because you actually fought in like an actual battle.
Okay.
So that's 25 for Irwin.
Yeah. I think a rage being 25 glory outright is pretty good. Then you would get an additional like 10 or so, 10 to 25 glory based on if you crit your rolls and those sort of link tests.
Sure.
Mm.
All right. So 53.19 is what Irwin's sitting at.
God, what a game.
Whew.
I just like...
Let's see. So the wire was built. The standing stones for Irwin got restored. Man.
What do I do with my passion, love, lane?
It
Do I
goes,
just delete it?
You lose one of it every year. Unless you honor
Oh, that's
her.
harsh. Oh, man.
Unless you do something to keep it up.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. We'll see. Oh, this is breaking me. This is breaking me.
Yeah. God, I maintain a love of my my late wife passion. Wow. That's some stuff. All right.
Question here right at the end.
Absolutely.
So for this, looking at the monument on the stuff to build, how much did the restoration of the shrine cost? Because I would get glory equal to the cost, a one-time glory equal to the cost.
Oh, I mean, probably 1 because they're already built and you just had to clean them out. So you should get like 10 glory.
Okay.
Right, but then that's sort of like the moment of like when you go there, right, for again and you touch the stones for in a long time. You clear it out and reminds you. Actually, you were there not that long ago. Nesta was with you.
Yeah.
Right. And
yeah, not too long ago. That's what prompted him to rebuild,
right,
restore.
And and you see it again in its glory. There's a nice cut scene, some good art of it.
Oh yeah, we spent money on the CGI for it.
Yeah, and then I still love the thing in the middle. There's still like a smaller circle where it's kind of treaded in where the dueling ground was for practice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love it. Man, this game. Okay. I think that will do it for Pendragon tonight. I mentioned to the group already before the chat, but we checked in about sort of like the pace of the game, and obviously sorry for hitting my mic. We had to slow down a little bit because of the nature of where we're at, but we should be getting back into this sort of like two sessions a year kind of pace again eventually. It's just that we had to slow down for a little bit. I've also I wanted to experiment more with like more role playing. And kind of just taking it a little bit more slow anyways and showing off more of Salisbury and getting to roll in more tables. But I'm curious if for chat and YouTube what you think about it as well. And how we are kind of going around with the paces and stuff. But I just want you to know that I think going forward it should be expected. Not saying like next session or anything like that, but we will eventually get back to that sort of thing. We're not going to have these like 3.5 to 4 session years. It's not that we don't like it. It's just that sometimes we forget what happened in the spring. So even with third notes.
Yeah.
Okay. Colin. That did not go as planned.
Nope. Yep. I'm Colin, Mr. Cool Guy. Right now I'm in this show. I write games and game adjacent kind of stuff. You can find my work on phantomrolldubooth.itch.io. I wrote a 5th edition adventure that you can find on the Eat the Rich anthology. So that's me. I'm broken is what I am right now. So
yeah,
that's me.
Devastating.
Yeah, it really is. It's Wow. She's been there since the beginning.
Yeah.
Elaine has, right? Like that.
She
was
was
one of the first. Like, I know she wasn't supposed to be an eligible Mary because of the way the game's kind of set up, but like pursuing her and solidifying that, and like sort of the early relationship between Gareth and Elaine was always like,
it was such an important part of his ambitions and like his world. Yeah, I'm like, if you're Gareth, how do you go on from this? Except that he knows he has to. That's right. That's the only thing. He doesn't know how, but he just knows he has to somehow.
Yeah. If he gave up, that would be dishonoring her.
You're the Dauntless. You persevere.
I've been thinking a lot about kind of what my current character has
children
that my kids are going to react to, right? And when I made Gareth, we had rolled my Gareth's father's history. We'd seen all these moments where he could have gone and done something glorious, and he never did, right?
Yeah.
And so Gareth was a reaction to that. And I think now we have something where my next PC, this is the reaction moment, right? The Gareth going forward is going to be the thing that Acewin reacts to when I play them as a PC, right? Yeah. They're going to be able to talk coherently about my dad before and my dad after my mom died.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's also because the perspective is obviously still your current character, but I'm sure they have their own personal grieving over it, right? Their life before and after their mom passed away.
That's how grief works. There's a before and there's an after.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm Jim. I part of a host WebDM channel. All of it. We'll follow that one up. Check us out on over on WebDM, our YouTube channel. We've got a Patreon, second YouTube channel, WebDM Plays, and pretty soon we'll be in a Dark Eye game, The Dark Eye, in my character, and it's going to be pretty fun. Excited about it. Keep an eye on the WebDM main channel. We'll announce it there. So. This game. My God.
This game. I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris. I want to put this on YouTube, and I'm just gonna go. I just think about this. That was great. I'm happy everyone was here for it, and I know Colin mentioned it, but I also want to mention it too. I saw a lot of new names in chat today, and that's very, very cool. Thanks for stopping by and watching this episode. Normally it's not as I mean, kind of is kind of sad.
It is, yeah.
Actually,
we make ourselves sad.
Yeah, every session. All right. Well, that's how it goes today. All right. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much. We're out of here.